During the 8-year War of Resistance, the CCP colluded with the Wang Jingwei regime to provide military intelligence in order to obstruct and combat the anti-Japanese actions of Chiang Kai-shek's national government. In 1939, Pan Hanian, Minister of Intelligence for Central China, traveled to Nanjing on Mao Zedong's orders and met with Wang Jingwei and Okamura Ningji, the Japanese commander of the invasion of China, as well as Matsui Ishigen and Itagaki Saishiro. Pan Hanian also met with Iwai, a senior intelligence officer at the Japanese Consulate General in Shanghai, Osamu Muda, the chief of the strategy section of the Japanese Central China Dispatch, and Taisho Kajihisa, the head of the Japanese top intelligence officer in China, in Shanghai. After many negotiations, the CCP and the Japanese army reached a verbal agreement that the Japanese army would stop encircling the CCP and open up 8 counties in the northern part of the Yangtze River to the CCP for the new 4th Army to set up base areas. In return, the CCP guaranteed not to destroy the Japanese transportation lines, allowing the Japanese weapons, ammunition, and troops to be transported to the front line of the battle against the Nationalist Army unimpeded. From the beginning of the war in 1937, the CCP not only provided the Japanese with information on the deployment of the National Army troops, but also always looked for opportunities to sneak up on the National Army. In October the 1940, Chenyas Division of the new 4th Army launched the Battle of Wanqiao and wiped out tens of thousands of nationalist resistance soldiers, including Sun Kairan, the commander of the 33rd Division of the National Army's 89th Army. According to the war agreement, the Chinese Communist Party's 8th Route Army and new 4th Army were under the command of Gu Zhetong of the 3rd War Area, but the Chinese Communist Party stipulated that the Chinese Communist Party's army could not accept the command and mobilization of the Kuomintang, and could only accept the direct instructions of Mao Zedong. On January 4, 1941, Xiang Ying's new 4th Army Department in Jiangnan disobeyed the 3rd War Area's order to change its route without authorization, and was wiped out by Gu Zhetong's 7 divisions in Jingxian County of Anhui Province, which was called the South Anhui Incident in history. In the 8-year War of Resistance, the National Army suffered 3.8 million casualties and 268 generals died for the country, while the CCP eliminated less than 1,000 Japanese troops. At the end of the war, the CCP's base area grew to nearly 1 million square kilometers, and the army grew from less than 50,000 at the beginning of the war to more than 1.2 million, with 2.6 million militia,